are some boos coming from his detractors in this crowd.
I wonder what's hurting him more right now, the pain in that left arm or some of these fans. Look at that.
Jerry Lynn, I know you can hear me. If you don't want to accept reality and you don't want to come out here and give me what I deserve, then maybe reality is going to have to come smack you upside the head.
What is this? Austin Aries in the ring. Oh my goodness! He hit Lynn with the belt.
You feel great.
That's what I said. I feel great.
Well, let me shake your hand. Let me say well done for keeping that belt. And well done for keeping that belt when all those fans turned against you. I know how that feels. I know how it must feel for you. Kind of gets in your head a little bit. Makes you question exactly what you're doing. Am I right, Jerry?
I don't question
Of course I'm right, Jerry. I know I was in the same situation you are, pal. Okay?
Hi folks, welcome to Ring of Honor on HDNet. I'm Mike Hogwood along with Dave Prazak. Jerry Lynn has promised tonight to give us an answer on his future in professional wrestling.
And also tonight in your main event, it will be the world champion, the spectacular, vascular vegetarian himself, Austin Aries, taking on his former partner, Roderick Strong.
That should be a great one in our main event. Right now, let's go ringside for our first match.
This tag team match is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Team number one, at a combined weight of 386 pounds, the team of Tony Kozina and Sami Callihan.
Tony Kozina with a new partner. It'll be Sami Callihan teaming up with him.
The new horror, yes.
Kozina trying to get in the ring, trips over the rope. Oh my, that's not a good start.
Their opponents, at a combined weight of 437 pounds, the team of Generic Luchador, El Generico, and Mr. Wrestling, Kevin Steen.
Of course, Kevin Steen, El Generico, they're big rivals, the American Wolves. We had some mayhem here, Dave, a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, tempers really flared between the two sides, Steen and Generico and the American Wolves. A wild brawl that went all over the building. The locker room empty, trying to pull the men apart. And then last week, Kevin Steen used a steel chair to defeat Eddie Edwards in singles competition. Tonight, Steen and Generico back in tag team competition.
Well, you know, Generico and Kevin Steen won another shot at the American Wolves, but to get it, they got to win here tonight against Tony Kozina and Sami Callihan.
It is a red-hot tag team division here in Ring of Honor. And there's always new teams trying to make their way up the ladder, and we'll see how Kozina and Callihan do against former World Tag Team Champions.
Of course, Ring of Honor means a handshake before the match. Sometimes we get it and sometimes we don't.
Of course, we've had some exciting new teams added to the mix as of late, including the Young Bucks out of the California area. Matt and Nick Jackson, aerial specialists, very innovative in their repertoire. We saw the impact of the Dark City Fight Club last week, hitting the ring and making their presence known, even though John Davis not cleared to return to competition after that wrist injury. But tag team competition, red hot in ROH. The Briscoes are going to be back in action very soon as well.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. Yeah, Mark is healthy again, and that's going to be fun to watch. Right now, it's El Generico and Sami Callihan to get this tag team bout started. And here comes Generico, fist to the head.
Oh, but Callihan walks out of the corner, inverted atomic drop.
And a low blow there from
It was
Callihan.
inverted. It was, no. Inverted atomic drop, perfectly legal.
Sami Callihan getting beat up a little bit. There's the tag, and Kevin Steen comes in, and Generico lets him go, lifts him up. Steen drops him off the ring.
A little bit of miscommunication right there from Steen and Generico.
Yeah, but the mark of a great tag team is when you can overcome little communications like that. Kevin Steen, of course, pretty big guy, and that weight he uses to effectiveness of a lot of matches, and he's hurt Sami Callihan a bit. Lifts up Kozina, drops him to the mat. That hurt.
Kozina seems to have a problem with falling down, whether it be on his face or on his back. I think he might have knocked out a tooth or two earlier on.
Yeah, remember when he came into the ring, he fell off the ropes. And
yeah, that whole entering the ring thing, it's a challenge sometimes. Right to the boot of El Generico, face first.
Tag is made, Generico is back in. Now a little double team action here. Right onto the head.
Oh, but there's Callihan jumping in the ring himself and doing some damage.
A boot to El Generico, and
quick chin breaker to follow up. Out to the apron he goes, and now he's legally tagged in. Gotta hand it to Callihan. He did what it took to do some damage and get his partner to his corner to make the tag to get the fresh man in.
Count of 2, near fall. And remember Generico, you see that brace on his right knee. He has been wrestling with an injured knee for some time now. It is getting better, but it has affected him in some recent matches.
So we get the big announcement from Jerry Lynn tonight about his future. What do you think, Hog? I say he's giving it up for good. He's going to retire.
I don't think so. You've seen him wrestle the last couple of times. I think he's still got it.
Well, we'll find out later on tonight. But right now, back in comes Tony Kozina. See if he can keep his coordination. Nice butterfly suplex.
Looked pretty good there, and had the cover, but only a count of 2. And Generico now wants to tag to his partner, but can't get over there as he gets smacked in the head by Kozina. Here comes Sami Callihan, another shot to the head. And Generico cannot make the tag.
Yeah, Callihan grabbing hold of that front chancery, preventing Generico from getting to his corner and making the tag to Kevin Steen, who does want in very badly, and these fans trying to encourage Generico to break free.
Generico, some shots to the midsection, to the head. These guys brawling a little bit now. Oh, nice move by Generico. The boot to Kozina. Dives under, and he's going to make the tag. That was a great move by El Generico. Here comes Kevin Steen.
And sending Callihan and Kozina into one another. And once again, things not working out too well for Tony Kozina. Powerbombed onto his partner.
Oh my, I thought that was over.
Very, very close, but Callihan got the shoulder up. The Mr. Wrestling chant goes up.
Yeah, Steen definitely with the advantage. He's going up on the ropes now. Watch out. That's a lot of poundage going down onto Sami Callihan.
It's a lot of knees right into his back. And there's the tag. Kozina tagged back in.
And goes right for Generico. Knocks him off the ring.
Kozina catches himself.
A good move by Tony Kozina.
Oh, springboard bulldog.
Showing some coordination that time, and he's got Steen. Near fall count of 2.
And we could see an upset here tonight if Kozina can stay on his feet and not trip over himself.
Boy, that'd be something, wouldn't it?
Boy. Some teamwork here from Callihan and Kozina, or so we thought.
That Steen, nice move with the boot to the face.
Kozina sandwiched in the corner. Oh! Yakuza kick from Generico.
And now Kevin Steen goes to work. He's got both guys up. Look at the streak of Kevin Steen. That absolutely amazing. Now Sami Callihan knocked out of the ring. Kevin Steen, what's he going for here? There it is, the package pile driver. Kozina's in big trouble. The brain buster from Generico. The cover from Steen. 1, 2, 3, it's over. Slap the pretty dominant there, Dave.
A solid tag team victory from Kevin Steen and El Generico. Their signature package pile driver, brainbuster combination put away Tony Kozina here in your opening contest this week here on HDNet. Steen and Generico still with their eyes on the American Wolves. And still to come tonight, we will hear from former world champion Jerry Lynn as he will reveal his decision about his career going forward.
Can't wait for that news. Also, our main event tonight, Austin Aries and Roderick Strong. That's going to be big. For more on that, let's go backstage now with the third member of our broadcast team. Here's Kyle Durden. Kyle?
Standing next to me at this time, Roderick Strong, who tonight will be facing Austin Aries, the ROH World Champion, in a non-title match. Now, Austin's gone so far as to say if you can beat him, he may throw your name in the title hat.
If I can beat him, huh? You missed a small fact there. And that's the fact that, Austin Aries, you're scared of me, and you know exactly what I bring to the table. I have to prove myself. Hold on, do I really have to prove myself? I mean, if you forgot what I brought to the table, Austin, why don't you ask Nakajima? Why don't you ask D'Lo Brown? Why don't you ask Jay Briscoe, Alex Kozlov, Kenta? The list goes on and on. So A-Double, now that you're the ROH World Champion and everyone has to prove themselves and you talk about how almighty you are. Well, Austin Aries, I do my talking in the ring, and tonight I will prove not only to you, but to the world once again that Roderick Strong is more than worthy.
Tonight, Aries Strong, your main event.
And remember, Aries and Strong have been a tag team together in the past, but that'll be all forgotten tonight in our main event.
This match is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 265 pounds, D'Lo Brown. His opponent currently in the ring, from Sterling, Virginia, weighing 211 pounds, John Kerman.
Well, you have to say D'Lo Brown, the favorite in this match, but John Kerman with an upset on his mind.
D'Lo Brown, one of the top stars here in ROH, a world-traveled veteran of professional wrestling. And yes, John Kerman has his hands full.
D'Lo always getting a kind of mixed reception from the crowd here. Well, look at, he is so confident, laughing at some folks in the crowd. And did you see the gesture to Kerman? Like, hey man, this is gonna be nothing.
Refusing the code of honor to be followed as well, the handshake.
And sometimes that overconfidence will come back to bite you. But an early shot to the head from D'Lo.
Kerman able to duck out of harm's way, though, and fire away with a few shots of his own.
Cleaned his clock there. Hey, you may remember that overconfidence, I think, really cost him in that triple threat match a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, unable to pull out the victory in that contest.
Boy, Kerman's in big trouble early here. Right into the buckle. Boy, the shot to the body, and I'm not sure how long Kerman's going to be able to last here.
D'Lo Brown being very methodical, asking for silence. Another hard chop right across his chest.
It's almost as if he is toying with Kerman.
Kerman trying to fire back. I don't know if he's having much of an effect. Flurry of forearms.
Those shots had no effect.
That certainly did, as D'Lo connected with that sliding clothesline, but not even going for the cover. He's not done with him yet.
Yeah, no, that's disrespectful. He could have gone in the cover there and I think gotten this match over with, but he has more work to do.
A good momentum right there, charging into the corner with the knee strike.
I know one thing, Dave, he would not act like that if he got Roderick Strong or someone else of that stature in trouble.
Well, D'Lo Brown knows who he's in the ring with here tonight. John Kerman, very new to professional wrestling. Looking for his first victory here on HDNet. But D'Lo just measuring him for each shot.
Well, he's had a rude awakening here in this match with D'Lo Brown. He has got some work to do to contend with someone of this caliber. Look at these shots to the face. And D'Lo, look at this expression on his face. He knows he's just toying with this guy.
Man, he's a world-class athlete. He's in a completely different league than someone like John Kerman.
Well, Kerman has shown some agility and avoiding some of those blows from D'Lo, but
Not enough.
Oh! Kerman got a shot in.
Well, let's see if he can capitalize. His face, his back, his chest, they're all red because of the assault from D'Lo Brown, trying to get a superplex on a man almost twice his size.
Here comes D'Lo. Sky high, got him up in the air. Got the cover, 1, 2, and 3. It's over with. You know, Dave, I'd like to see D'Lo Brown get in the ring with a little stronger competition. Kerman completely overmatched.
I think he would have liked some better competition, but just elevated Kerman into the lights. Sky high earns D'Lo Brown the win.
D'Lo, if I could have a moment of your time, please. You've been up and down the road for many years, so I want to get your opinion on this. The locker room rumor is that Jerry Lynn is contemplating retirement after losing the ROH World title. Your thoughts?
You mean to tell me that I've been in ROH all this time? This is the first time you've talked to me, and the only question you have for me is about Jerry Lynn? Sorry. Get the step in. So they want my thoughts on Jerry Lynn. Okay, quick and to the point. The last time I checked, when a man turned 65 years old, he was supposed to retire. And seeing that Jerry Lynn just celebrated his 65th birthday last week, well, I think it's self-explanatory. See, Jerry Lynn, look me right in the eye. I hope you retire. I hope you ride up in the sunset. Damn, I just want you to shrivel up and die. Because all that means is one less obstacle that's going to be in my way when I make the march for the Ring of Honor World Championship.
Wow, well, I will say this. I don't think Jerry Lynn's anywhere close to 65, D'Lo Brown, but he does have a decision to make, which we're going to hear about on this show in just a little while, about whether or not he's going to continue his professional wrestling career.
He's near 65. D'Lo made a lot of good points. We will find out, is Jerry Lynn hanging up the tights for good later on tonight?
Nowhere close to 65. I don't know where D'Lo Brown was getting all that from. But again, you're right. We will hear from Jerry Lynn in a moment here on Ring of Honor.
The following message has been paid for by the Embassy and does not reflect the views of HDNet or Ring of Honor.
Next week, it's probably going to be one of the greatest days in the Embassy because we're finally going to get rid of those 4 headaches, huh? Necro, Cabana, Albright, and that fool, Grizzly Redwood, huh? Who are you going to take care of, my friend?
Brent Albright, last time I stomped your head in. And this time, I'm going to eliminate you from Ring of Honor.
And you know what, Necro?
Whoa. Necro Butcher, you've put your face in the Embassy's business one too many times. And come that elimination match, I got my eyes set on you.
And you know who I want you all to say for me? Boo-boo. Boo-boo Cabana. I'm coming for you. Get that camera out of my face. Move it!
Welcome back to Ring of Honor. Boy, Dave, did we have a main event last week. Tyler Black, Nigel McGuinness. Black won. What a win that was for Tyler Black in his career.
It was the game of human chess at its best. Tyler Black taking on former world champion Nigel McGuinness. It was also a test of just who would take their eye off the ball first. And I think you pointed out, Hog, that it was Nigel that took his eye off the ball.
Right now, Kyle is backstage with Nigel McGuinness.
Thanks, guys. I'm standing here with former Ring of Honor World Champion Nigel McGuinness. Now, Nigel, last week you made a return to the ring here, albeit on the losing end of...
I don't think we need to rehash things from last week. Everybody saw what happened in the ring. And I've been saying for the longest time, Tyler, never take your eye off of the ball. But I'll be honest, for once I took my eye off the ball, and you saw what happened. But trust me, that is never, ever going to happen again. Fool me once, shame on me. As your president used to say, fool me twice, well, you can't fool me twice. The point is this, it is never going to happen again. Unlike for you, Tyler Black, where it just seems to continue happening. You had that opportunity in New York, you took the eye off the ball, you didn't win the belt. And Jerry Lynn, you lost the belt. So now, Jerry, you've got to have all these big questions going on in your head, all these sort of thoughts, because, you know, trust me, I've been in that same situation where you ask yourself, how much longer can I do this? I'm not the champion anymore. How much more have I got left? And that's a question.
Sorry, Nigel, we need to go back to ringside.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome Tyler Black.
Go back to ringside. What? This is ridiculous. Tyler Black just interrupted Nigel McGuinness' interview.
I think we heard enough from Nigel McGuinness. This crowd really gets excited when Tyler Black comes into the ring.
It's completely disrespectful of Tyler Black to interrupt a former world champion in the middle of him speaking his mind. But he's got the mic.
I came out here because I wanted to address a situation. There has been a rumor circulating, and that is now that Jerry Lynn has lost the Ring of Honor World title, something he took a lifetime to achieve, that Jerry Lynn is gonna hang it up. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. All I know is that I'll do whatever it takes, just like Jerry Lynn did, and before my career is through, I will be a Ring of Honor World Champion.
And look out. Here comes, that's the theme music for Jerry Lynn. I think he's going to come out. There he is. Maybe we'll get an answer now, and I really do hope, Dave, that he decides to keep going with his career. I don't think he's washed up yet.
Well, Jerry Lynn has had a storied career. He's achieved many goals, won many titles, won the Ring of Honor World title. It's time for him to just hang it up, call it a career, and I think he's going to announce that right now.
Hate to interrupt, with all due respect, Tyler. D'Lo? Shrivel up and die? Really? That's a little harsh. I figured at 46 I was doing pretty good. Most people do think I should be dead by now. And I'm really shocked at the big deal about me dropping the title or losing in this last time in New York City. But let me just remind everyone, at the ripe old age of 45 years old, I came to Ring of Honor, and it was exactly the shot in the arm that I needed for my career. And I did climb that ladder, and I took that title from Nigel, and I became the Ring of Honor champion. But I gotta tell you, I can't tell you how many times I'm at home I got my bags ready. They're all packed. I'm getting ready to walk out the door. I say goodbye to the wife and my daughters and the little one. She looks up at me and she says, "Daddy, don't go." And I got to tell her, I'm sorry, baby. This is my job. This is what I do to make money. How do you deal with that? And then on the flip side, I come home from 4 days on the road after telling her I gotta go. And there she meets me at the front door, running up. "Daddy, Daddy, come on, let's play, chase me." And I gotta tell her, "I'm sorry, Daddy. Sorry, sweetie. Daddy can't run today. He's hurt." Or, "Daddy, pick me up, pick me up." I go, "I'm sorry, sweetie. Daddy can't pick you up today. I'm hurt." So I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't thinking about slowing it down a little bit and semi-retiring. But one thing I know, no one ever truly retires from professional wrestling. And you're the one who eliminated me from that championship match. So as far as I'm concerned, our next match is going to be one of the biggest nights of my career.
Well, there you have it. Jerry Lynn not going to retire, staying in the ring, and the response of this crowd is, that's good. They like it.
Well, he has something to prove against Tyler Black because he's really the one that cost him the world title in New York City.
Boy, Dave, do we have a main event set for next week. 8-man elimination. Cannot wait for it.
It'll be the embassy of Prince Nana getting in the ring as a wrestler himself, teaming up with Jimmy Rave, Claudio Castagnoli, and Ernie Osiris against Colt Cabana's team himself, Brent Albright, Grizzly Redwood, and as we saw last week, he recruited the Necro Butcher, proving that he's hardcore enough to be on that team to join Colt Cabana against the embassy next week.
Also next week here on Ring of Honor, we have a match, Delirious against Sanjay Dutt. Welcome back, Sanjay, to Ring of Honor.
Following contest is your main event. It is a non-title match scheduled for one fall with television time remaining. Approaching the ring from Tampa, Florida, weighing 215 pounds, Roderick Strong.
We heard earlier from Roderick Strong talking with Kyle Durden, and I think you got a sense in that interview just how important this match is tonight for Roderick Strong.
His opponent from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing 205 pounds, he is the Ring of Honor World Champion, Austin Aries.
I gotta say, the world champion has got style, Hog. Look at that ring jacket.
What thrift shop did he get that thing from?
Certainly not a thrift shop.
And is that pink?
Thousands of dollars, Hog, and the ropes held open for the world champion, Austin Aries.
It's pink. Austin Aries wearing pink into the ring.
Real men wear pink, Hog.
I don't think so. Todd Sinclair, our referee there in the middle of your screen, taking the belt from Austin Aries. Let's see if these two get the handshake.
Non-title action here between these two former ROH World Tag Team Championship partners. Together they were in the Generation Next stable early in their careers, and they have both really blossomed into main event caliber talent, particularly Austin Aries.
I will give you this, pink jacket or not, Austin Aries, I agree, has proved himself as one of the most athletic wrestlers and talented wrestlers here in Ring of Honor. It's just his attitude that'll drive you crazy.
And one of the most decorated in terms of championships. He's the only man to have held the ROH World title twice.
If you've never seen these two go at it before, you are in for a treat.
The collar and elbow tie up to start things off. It's Roderick taking him down with the waist lock. These are two men who can strike very hard, also very quick, and Aries can fly.
Dave, let me ask you this. When you got two guys like this who know each other so well, and they know each other's moves so well, who gets the advantage?
Well, I would give the advantage to Austin Aries. He has the mental advantage going into this as the world champion, as the top dog here in ROH. And as he said, Roderick has to prove himself, prove his worth for being in a match like this against him. Even though it is non-title, he's getting in the ring with the best wrestler in the world today.
And you know, Roderick Strong has really been hot of late. Remember his match against Kenta. He's performed well against D'Lo Brown, Jay Briscoe. We talked earlier about Jerry Lynn retiring and making a big decision. You know, this might be a big night for Roderick Strong, perhaps the biggest night in his career if he could beat the world champion.
Well, time will tell. If he can pull out a victory here against the world champion, it would mean a lot for future title opportunities for Roderick Strong. But Austin Aries quickly back to his feet, trying to gain the advantage, and he does.
And what you're seeing here is, I think, the reason he is world champion, his tremendous quickness, and he's got such an array of moves. It's very tough if you're his opponent to predict what Austin Aries is going to do.
Well, they know each other so well, as you said. Was able to lock in the last chancery submission right there. But Roderick Strong knew where he was at and got his foot across the bottom rope to immediately break the hold. It's a little bit too early for Aries to really cinch that in properly in the center of the ring. He's going to have to wear the man down first.
Two of the best athletes in Ring of Honor. And really, as of yet, nobody has gained the advantage.
These guys just might be the heart and soul of Ring of Honor, having been here so long. Trying to get the Boston Crab here, or the Stronghold.
And Austin Aries got the ropes.
Yeah, quickly before Roderick could turn him over in that hold and apply pressure to the back. Aries grabbed hold of that bottom rope to force a break. Tempers flaring.
Look at Aries trying to kind of lull Roderick to sleep, saying, hey, come on, and then he goes right after him. Strong misses.
Nice cartwheel from Aries. Ooh, but a hard shot from Roderick Strong.
At that time, the athleticism didn't quite work for Aries, and he's in a bit of trouble.
And Roderick going for that first backbreaker of the matchup, and he just bends Austin Aries across his knee. Only gets a 1 count.
But the back is hurting on the part of Austin Aries. You see the strength of Roderick Strong. Boy, I would not want to be on the receiving end of one of those chops.
Any of you who saw the Roderick Strong versus Kenta match here on HDNet remember how red the chest of Kenta was by the end of that matchup at the hands of Roderick Strong in those chops.
There is a lot of power, a lot of force behind those chops of Roderick Strong, and he is connected with Austin Aries. Now another boot to the body. But Austin Aries, one of the reasons he is world champion is he is able to bounce back quickly.
He's got that resiliency. Roderick Strong turning the tide, and more chops across the chest, and poor Aries hung up in the ropes. He can't free himself from this position.
Strong sensing Aries in trouble, got another shot to the chest. There was nothing Aries could do to defend himself there. Now up against the barricade, and Aries with a great counter move.
Only prevented himself from being chopped yet again. And now using the bottom of his boots across the eyes of Roderick Strong on the floor. Pulling the mats up, looking to do some damage with the concrete.
Yeah, when those mats are gone, that floor is awfully hard. And he's trying to throw Strong, go right onto the concrete.
That exposed floor. Brainbuster possibly on the concrete.
Oh, that'd be a killer.
Oh, this could cripple the man. Blocking the attempt, though.
Now there is an example of Roderick Strong knowing what was coming. He's been preparing to counter that brainbuster, was able to do it that time, and gets back into the ring. Now he's going to chase a stunned Austin Aries.
That was an even more high-stakes counter of a brainbuster, and the concrete was waiting below. He just chopped him into the front row. Referee needs to get them back inside the ring.
And the crowd definitely on the side of Roderick Strong, not wanting to help Austin Aries at all.
They've got 20 seconds on the floor here at ROH competition.
Look at the strength of Roderick, but he slammed it right into the side of the ring.
Yeah,
Austin Aries.
Driven right into the ring post right there and clutching his shoulder.
And now Aries up on the ropes. Watch out.
Came down with that double axe handle. Shades of the Macho Man, Randy Savage right there. Did the damage and now pitches him inside the ring.
Oh, that's bringing up some history.
Cover. Very wisely, after doing that damage on the floor, went for the victory as soon as he got him back inside.
Neither wrestler has been able to get even a 2 count.
Thinking about that elbow drop. Glaring at these fans.
Aries signaling that he has the belt, and this is why. He is so arrogant and cocky. I give you that he is a tremendous wrestler with his athleticism and his strength. Boy, that arrogance and cockiness just gets to you sometimes.
When you're that good, when you've got the world title, you can be as cocky as you want, Hog. Austin Aries can back it up inside the squared circle. And he can wear pink if he chooses to.
I don't know. That was awfully weird coming in the ring. Roderick Strong got on the ropes, though, and Aries had to break that hold. Here's the crowd chanting, "Let's go, Roddy."
Ooh, inverted atomic drop right there from Strong.
I think that crowd has really gotten Roderick Strong fired up. As you can see, this match taking a turn. Slammed him into the buckles.
And another backbreaker, this time over the shoulder of Strong. Cover.
There's our first 2 count of the match. Strong had him, and maybe this is Roderick Strong's chance to have what would be an incredible win.
Going for the Boston Crab, or perhaps the Stronghold yet again, but knew where he was at. Austin Aries grabbed the bottom rope to block the attempt. He has weakened the back of Aries with these backbreakers, and now went for the half Nelson backbreaker, but countered. Crucifix bomb from Aries. He's got to go for the cover.
And he turned on Roderick Strong. He gets a 2-go! Aries almost got the victory right there. Austin Aries so close after Strong had the advantage. Boy, what a great match we're seeing. Back and forth between 2 great wrestlers.
Ooh, Austin Aries throwing a chop very well himself.
Roderick Strong getting a little of his own medicine there from Austin Aries. He goes into the buckle.
Nice side Russian leg sweep into a cover, but only 2.
Austin Aries has come awfully close in the last couple of minutes of winning this thing. And another shot in the crowd trying to get Roderick Strong going again with those shouts of Roddy, Roddy.
Aries just needs to get him in position to nail that brainbuster, weaken him to the point that he could hit it. Or perhaps get him in that last chancery once again. Backbreak, digging the fingernails into the flesh of Roderick Strong.
I tell you what, with all the talk of Jerry Lynn and whether or not he's going to retire the world title. A lot of folks watching this. I thought there was a lot of pressure on Austin Aries coming into this, and now Strong has got him up. It's Strong counter and make a comeback here.
He was able to catch Aries as he was charging in the corner, going for the IED, but does damage to the neck of Roderick Strong right there, snapping it across the top rope. And now, neckbreaker across the second rope, more damage to the neck.
I'll give you this, Aries showing right now why he is the world champion.
And he's targeting one body part, the neck of Roderick Strong, softening it up for the brainbuster or the last chancery, both maneuvers involving the neck of his opponent.
He has come so close again in the last minute or two, and there's a chop from Roderick Strong. He's not done yet, no sir, not by a long shot.
But immediately Austin Aries drove the knee into the midsection and got back on the offense.
Again, Dave, this is one of the best matches I have ever seen in Ring of Honor. How about that boot to the head?
And both men are down. These men are fighting so hard to be the man that the entire wrestling world is talking about tomorrow morning.
They have given everything they have. Both guys are a little bit stunned here. But Strong, shot back and forth. Strong now with the chop.
Just listen to those chops connect. And he nails the drop kick.
You will not see a physical confrontation like this anywhere else.
Strong with momentum. Combination in the corner.
Wow.
Yet another backbreaker.
Did Austin Aries miss his chance? How close was Roderick Strong to a victory right there? Can Austin Aries recover? And again, the crowd chanting Roddy. Roddy trying to spur him on.
Aries works his way up the shoulders and blocks the O'Connor roll.
Boy, a miss there by Strong. He falls outside the ring. Here comes the dive from Aries.
Let's take another look. The world champion took a chance. The heat-seeking missile back first into the steel barricade went Roderick Strong.
And again, neither one of these guys got a lot left.
They're putting it all on the line for the victory here tonight. Aries brings him back inside.
It has a few words for the crowd as well. You know, sometimes I think this costs Austin Aries when he has a chance to finish an opponent.
Oh, gets caught! Uranagi backbreaker!
Got his chance right here, right here! Oh, Roderick Strong again almost had the victory. Strong has got so many moves right here. If Aries is able to recover, Dave, what do you think he'll use on Roderick Strong?
Well, he's been trying to go for the brainbuster, weaken that neck for the last chancery, and right there he was able to escape Roderick's attempt at the Boston Crab.
Yeah, I think both guys right now are trying to decide what tactic to take. When your energy is zapped like this, sometimes it does become a thinking man's game.
Aries up on the shoulders, works his way free and rolls him up.
1, 2. Ooh, close.
Kick to the head. He likes to follow that up with the brainbuster, but the physical toll this match has taken on both men, he can't immediately follow up, Hog. Trying to pull himself up.
You wonder how these guys are going to just outlast each other. A little missile kick there, and again a count of 2 and a near fall.
Last chancery. The damage has been done to the neck. Will Roderick give it up?
Can Roddy hold on? Will he tap out here? Not after he's gone this far. I don't think so. Todd Sinclair asking him, can he continue?
He reaches the rope.
Look at that. You're right. The foot on the rope. Oh, Austin Aries goes, oh, man, I had it. I had it. The biggest match of Roderick Strong's career.
Well, very dangerous position. Both men on the edge of the ring frame. It's just steel below them.
You get the feeling, Dave, that whoever can make the counter here and the move is going to win this thing. Look at Strong. He's got him upside down. Roderick Strong thought he had it. Thought he had it. Oh, so close. He asked Todd Sinclair, what are you doing? And Sinclair says it was only 2.
He was able to nail that slingshot suplex. Can he follow up, though?
He could taste victory right there. And another count of 2. Oh, so close for Roderick Strong. How many of those 2 counts can Austin Aries stand and hold off?
Delivers the elbows, trying to break free.
And again, Roderick Strong with an advantage.
He nails the gutbuster. And the Yakuza kick.
This could be it right here. This could be it for Roderick Strong. No, and a desperation grab of the ropes by Austin Aries. That was the only thing that saved him. The only difference between winning and losing for Austin Aries.
Well, if Roderick would have pulled him to the center of the ring and gone for the cover, maybe he would have had the match won.
Look at Austin Aries hanging on for his life right here. I agree with the crowd. This is awesome. Now Strong. There he goes, the backbreaker, ready for the Boston Crab to try to finish it off. And look at the roll-up by Aries. And then Aries got his foot up on the rope. He had his foot up on the rope. 3 count. Oh, Roderick Strong's got to be upset about that. That's not the way you win.
But he just did. Tell you what, Hog, the referee didn't see the feet on the ropes. Roderick Strong nailed the backbreaker. More damage done to the back. Went for the Boston Crab, but beautiful counter into the roll-up by Aries. And out of the line of sight of referee Todd Sinclair. Feet on the ropes. All that matters is Austin Aries scored the victory here even in this non-title match, defeating his former tag team partner.
Austin Aries cannot feel good about this victory, and that's just what Roderick Strong is saying to him. It was a great match, no doubt about that.
Only the smart survive.
Yeah, he is the smart man. He looks like he's feeling really good about this victory. He got his hand raised.
And I think Roderick Strong has to feel good as well. Look at the crowd. They know who was dominant in this match tonight. And while Roderick Strong did not come out as the victor, I think this crowd is going to be talking about Roderick Strong tomorrow. And if you saw this here on HDNet, you'll be talking about Roderick Strong and what a great performance he gave. And something else, Dave, we'll be talking about main event in 2 weeks. Tyler Black, Jerry Lynn.
A match that could be a turning point in either man's career. Should be something special, Hog.
And next week, we have that 8-man elimination match. The Embassy going up against Colt Cabana's team. That'll be something special. See you next week for Ring of Honor here on HDNet.